Any additions or subtractions from the agenda?
Village planters are being added to the agenda.
Okay.
Yep.
They'll be letter G. I think it's handwritten on everybody's agenda.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, need an approval for the agenda?
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any public comment for us before we get started? Okay, review of the minutes. I don't think there's anything we really need to bring up from the review.
Yeah, I'll motion to accept the minutes.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, go to business. I'm gonna turn most of these next sections over to Jan, because she's got all the notes, and she's been in charge of almost every one of
You
them.
wanna talk about the water tower, Sandra? That was kind of your thing.
Or you wanna do that first?
No,
That's
we can do that, the water tower segment. If we're gonna put sand on the water tower, we need new sand. Because they're all sun bleached out and cracked and I think maybe it was my idea originally to put the sand on the water tower. But I don't know if it's a good thing with OSHA. So I guess that would be something for you guys to discuss or to decide if.
Well, I think the public likes it though.
Well, I think they do, but I think we might have a problem with the guys being on top of the water tower with OSHA. Could be wrong, I don't know.
Cause I talked to, the guy that's in charge over here now, and he didn't think it'd be a big issue to put it up there. Another one.
I guess what do you think? Can you physically get it up there without getting up out on the top of the water tower?
There's a platform up there that you can stand on without being on top. But technically, you're supposed to have landings. I think it's every 25 foot, and that's not in the tower. It's just a ladder all the way up. But up at the top, there's a landing that, I guess, I haven't been up there, but that's what I'm told. There's a landing inside to stand on.
I would think you'd probably want to have a harness of some sort and strap into, like, something.
Have to have, yeah.
But I mean, I was kind of thinking if Public Works didn't want to do it, maybe I could volunteer to do it next year. Just an option. Also, OSHA wouldn't have any problems with a volunteer doing it, just not employee.
Well, I'm taking your meeting, but
Go ahead.
I think we need to explore the price of a new sand and then check in with.
There's
We'll
not
say-
a quality strand of cable going up there. It's just run for run, so there's nothing, you can wear a safety belt, but you're gonna re-clip it every run. Yeah. If you wanted to do it the safe way, or the correct way.
I can't imagine the sand is gonna cost all that much.
What is this?
4 foot or 5 foot blow mold? Blow mold.
Blow mold.
They're pricey now.
Well, what do you think? What?
The last time we needed one, it was purchased off of Craigslist for I think $40 or $50. It was donated. Oh, so,
The bigger you put up there, the less length of time you're gonna get out of it, it's gonna get more wind.
Yep. I don't know, they've always said at least 4 foot tall so it can be kind of seen.
I'll give you the $50 for it.
Well, I don't know if that's what it would be now, that was back in 2018 or 2019, what was
I'll
replaced.
give you $100 for it.
Have to look into the price.
Cause I think people in the town really enjoy that, and the
Well,
kids
I think
do,
they- I think
little
they-
kids do especially. I think it's well worth $100.
Okay, well, if you guys are all right, it's, you know, somebody putting it up there, we're okay.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned like you about the liability of somebody getting hurt doing it. But
It's a long
you know-
climb, so it's quite a workout.
Yeah.
are you good at that kind of stuff? Or
We do have a roofing harness at home though, so.
do you have a hard head?
I have a hard hat, yeah.
I think it would do you a whole lot of good.
Well, thank you.
How much does the thing weigh?
Not very much.
Blow mold Santa.
Well, they're plastic, they're not.
I mean, I climb the ladder, I'm not scared of it.
Well, neither are we. I'm just saying, what Jan and I are saying is,
Well, I know, I
Is
mean,
that what
I have
you want us
access
to
to
do?
it, I have access to harnesses and actually the double hook thing when you go up.
Would you like to help on it if we do it?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So you two get together.
Sure.
Thanks, Frank.
No, it's your turn, I'm done.
Christmas decor for streetlights. So the contract expired with this last Christmas, so it would renew this year. They're like the only company that does the install. So with the number of, we need to adjust number of streetlights if we renew the contract. You get to choose your decor to put on it. And it was what? The sheet's in there. 2,700 this year. And last year, because it went up with the new streetlights, because there's more of them. But I think the count's a little off, so I think we need to lower the count that they had. So be up to this committee if you wanted to continue to do those and review the contract when it comes in.
You think it'd be an additional 2,700?
That was total for no, it wouldn't be more than that. I'd hope it would be a little less if we adjust the streetlight count, if we go forwards.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm a little confused. Is that something you buy every year? Or
You're paying to lease the decorations and have them installed. So if there's an issue with them, on their side, they're responsible for it. They come back out and they fix it.
who is there?
It's a company called Christmas Decor. In the packet, I have a page
Okay.
with the
Yeah.
last 3 years' cost. But because the contract was up this year, this is
Okay.
kind of on this committee, if, when we get the renewal, you guys can review it and
When do they have to know by?
not until we get, the contract usually renews by the summer. So, June-ish.
I would assume that'd be a 3-year contract again.
Yeah, it's usually a 3-year contract.
And they store the decorations.
Yep.
And they maintain them, they
Yep.
put them up, take them down.
The only thing we have responsibility for is that the power works.
Yeah, the GFI kept getting tripped, right? I would think that's probably an issue with their equipment, probably. So are they gonna fix that or something, I would wonder?
That would be a conversation someone would need to have with them to find out. I don't know. I don't think our previous streetlights had GFI. We never had electrical tripping on them, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
We've only had that issue since we got these streetlights, but I don't think we had that issue the year before, just this
Yeah, I
past
don't
year.
think we did, but I think Waterman had some issues this year too. But, like, you're not supposed to be tripping GFIs with your lights, so.
We're tripping GFIs because there's a ground fault,
Yeah.
so there's water getting in where it's not supposed to get in.
I think the problem's on our end.
You think so? Okay. But Waterman had the issue too, so I wonder if it is for the lights.
I don't know, I guess.
But you're confident we can fix that?
I don't know, I was just wondering if that was something they would look into fixing, or if it is a problem with
It
our
would be
end.
something that they would, someone would need to ask, and they would provide the electrical detail for their stuff, so you know what you have to have. And that would be on us to have what they require.
So who would do that? Who would inquire?
If one of you would like to be the point of contact for them. I get the emails, but
Yeah, I think.
I can share their information, and when I get the initial reach out for the contract,
Mhm.
if you wanna talk to them before that, I can do that.
Sure.
I'm not technically able to discuss electrical with them.
Okay,
And then the other item on here is park decor for winter, like lights on trees and such, outdoor decor. We did a few trees with some lights on it this year. It was kind of last minute because of the snow we had. So, but it would be, nothing has to be decided tonight. Is there something, if we continue to do the Winterfest, we want to do a bit more of? Plan ahead for, and plan to do, anything else, research anything else. This company also, I'd never priced it, has outdoor stuff that they install, but it might be a little pricey, but I don't know. So, but I just kind of wanted to put it out there. Was one of the feedbacks that came back was there was a lot less outside decor and light, and the snow didn't help that, but, so I just figured I'd put it to the committee.
yeah, how did the Winterfest compare to previous years?
I think foot traffic was down. I think
Is that because
we had a
of the
lot of
weather?
vendors, which was a big win. And most everybody sold a bit. A lot of them didn't come expecting to sell much. Some of them, their attitude was, I'm here to support a small community. So about half of them were fairly local. Some of them came with a lot of stuff because they packed up and went up to Rochelle to the airport for a big event that was happening on Sunday. So, but I didn't have any real complaints from any of them, so. A lot of them would do our 4th of July every year too, so.
I had some people kind of confused, there was multiple locations to go to. And they were, maybe thinking everything was gonna be at the church.
Not enough room in the church
Yeah,
for everything.
but there's not enough room, but
Yeah.
did it backfire on us by having,
We've always had it in 2 to 3 locations. The
Yeah.
first couple years it was in 3 locations. The depot, the fire department's admin building, and the church.
okay, so you think it's okay?
I thought so.
Okay.
I know that they got a little cranky over in the Lions Depot because Josh was out selling them on raffle tickets, Josh and Callan. That was that feedback when I gave them the key back. We didn't sell a lot of raffle tickets. They kept beating us to it in the church. But the good news was is people were going between both buildings.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I think next year, everybody that walks in, we should say that you can get a certain number of tickets, but you get a discount if you go to the other place to pick them up.
The next one was America's 250 and 4th of July. In the packet I gave out, I gave a kind of a little write-up thing I did. The first thing is does the Public Affairs Committee want to host the 4th of July Festival and Parade again? And I'm asking because the next newsletter goes out the first week of April, and it's the only newsletter we can put the 4th of July in.
What do you guys think?
What do you think, Josh?
I mean, I like having it. One question would be, do we want to do it on the 4th? Because we would be conflicting with other towns doing stuff. It might be worth doing on an off day, I don't know. But personally, I like having it.
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday
It's
this
a
year.
Saturday, that does align pretty well now.
It's too bad.
No extra days off.
What do you guys think?
What do you think?
I think it's worth doing.
I certainly think it's worth doing.
And I can help probably a little bit more than I did last year because I have a treasurer and I'm not wearing that hat. I enjoyed setting up the vendor portion of the Christmas thing. So, and I kind of picked it up. I kind of picked that up from the 4th of July too, and I learned some stuff from that. So, kind of.
Yeah. America 250, that's, we gotta go all out if we're gonna do it.
What do you mean by all out? What do you thinking?
I don't know, I haven't thought that far ahead, but.
Oh,
And we have time on that. It's, the village back in like March did the proclamation for America's 250. It's posted on Illinois250.com, il250.com website. Illinois did their own, I think a few estates did. So us, along with a number of other municipalities, did it. And then on the il.com site, you can post your event or events. And ours could tie into 4th of July easily, since if we're hosting 4th of July. And kind of, you can do a little write-up on there, and I kind of did a sample one. You could do something else, you know, and we can start advertising earlier on the DeKalb County sites and that, and the America's 250 sites, not really for that kind of advertising, so I think that's why states did their own sites.
I remember hearing mention of there being grants for this. Are you aware of any?
I haven't seen anything that,
Because I would love some free money.
you can go onto the America's 250 site. Are you guys getting newsletters from them in your email now? I signed you all up. Illinois 250, you can just go into their website. Through there would be links. If I get any emails with links in it, I'll take a look at them. I haven't seen any emails yet with any links for grants.
Alright.
It hasn't been super expensive for us to do the 4th of July events.
I think it was
5,000 or less.
$5,000.
Yeah.
I think we spent like 4,000 for the last one.
And there were some donations,
Yeah.
so,
But like Denny said, sponsorships are hard.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can shake down some people. This is America's 250th birthday. You're really gonna be stingy right now?
And the county has some sites that we can post information about ours. Right now, there's only a couple 4th of July's posted on the county side, on the sites they do. The nice thing is around here is Hinckley does theirs on a different day. Waterman's is part of Summerfest, which is in mid-July. Lee does a little parade and something in the morning, and then they come to our parade, and most of the people, a lot of people come over for ours. Papa, I don't think they do anything really either. Their fire trucks all come to our parade. Last year I saw a few people I knew from Papa. So,
We should
Earlville, I think, has something.
put more advertising effort into the float contest. Get some people to join that ahead of time.
To do what?
The float contest.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. I would like the America 250 parade should be the largest one. So we need to get some signups for that.
And the other piece is partnering with other nonprofits. You know, the Lions Club, will they be part of it and do anything? The museum, the library, the fireworks committee, they can't do their thing. American Legion, Masons. And I know like the libraries have contacts of like the Abraham Lincoln things and things like that, that maybe we could find somebody like that through the library that would come.
what could we do to incentivize people to have a parade entry? Do a float or make a float or whatever. What could we offer them to?
Well, I mean, have a prize. Beyond that, prestige, like whatever we can do to
trophy,
To
traveling
yeah, have a trophy, yeah,
Mhm.
whatever we can do to promote it.
I like the trophy idea. I think I can probably make one.
Oh, yeah.
Josh can make one.
Can you make 3 for second, third?
Sure.
That's good, thank you. Good
Yeah.
idea.
I'll work with Denny to confirm fireworks are happening for the 4th of July, cause he's on that committee. And then I'll reach out to the fire department about the pancake breakfast.
Yeah.
So it can be part of the initial flyer information.
Yeah, we're gonna have it, we may have to cut back because donations have been way down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so just kind of for the April newsletter, I need to give at least a highlight. That was all I had on that for tonight. Community Garden 2026 kind of falls under this one. Last year we tilled 16 plots, had 8 plots signed up for, so probably gonna till 10 plots this year. And my weird little map that's in the packet is the plots. We've got one person that likes the one closest to the fire hydrant. And we've got somebody that has been fertilizing 5 plots for multiple years. So I'm trying to keep most of his plots alive because he'll do them again. So just kind of a nice thing. Be nice to get some more people involved in it. So we used to get a number of people from the DeKalb County Housing, and they've all moved away. So, and then the farmers market, that'll be starting Saturday, May 2nd, and it's gonna be every other weekend this year. And Sarah Smith of Big Time Rentals and Shinex Decor is the market host now. It's a separate standalone thing, but she is gonna be offering a monthly family outing day every month, with inflatables, games, sweets, and crafts and stuff from Big Time Rentals and Shinex.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
Is there more we could do to advertise that?
She'll pretty well put it out there, whatever brochuring she does in that, which is what she did this, is I put it in the last newsletter to help her out for signups. She'll start blasting heavy. She's got a lot of vendors and farmers market type people that she knows. She's done farmers market. She did it here last year, was a vendor at it. So I'm hopeful that she's able to draw quite a few vendors this time.
Have they approached the state park people about informing the campground?
I don't know.
Cause that's an audience I think that we need
As
to,
long as the state
we need to
oversees
influence a
the
lot
state
more than what we
park,
do.
they don't allow us to post anything in there.
Oh, really?
well, does anybody care if I
When the red,
push that with the state?
that's fine.
No, go for it.
Okay, I'll push it.
I'm sure that if we have brochures, like I'm sure that Adelaide was putting on there.
The brochures, the village brochures, the only thing we were able to do, and we were able to put that in the brochure holder in the lobby between the restaurant and the main tackle.
Okay. But we don't have the brochures right now, right?
Correct. That was my next item. Are we gonna do something about that? Don't have to answer tonight.
Are we limited to one brochure, or could we have like one for the farmer's market, one for the village, whatever else?
The biggest thing will be the cost of printing them.
Yeah.
And I've got a printing company that I've gotten stuff from before that's very reasonable. And 250 trifold brochures is $240. 500 is $250.
Are those like
Trifolds,
waterproof-ish, or
yep.
are they just
The
not-
laminated, the glossy brochures, professional brochures, not just pieces of paper through a printer that if they get wet, the ink all runs.
Mhm.
You know, I'll approach the site superintendent out there about getting more negotiations or whatever between the town and the park.
If we could
Well, we
post
can-
flyers, that would be,
Yeah,
that would help.
we need to do a better job of getting the park people to come into town.
Mhm.
Agreed.
I'll work on that.
And we're up to Denny's digital sign.
Okay, nothing new on the digital sign other than, we need to maybe talk about how much money we wanna spend, because they are quite expensive, but then again, I think they'd be attractive to the town. So I don't wanna take a vote tonight because we're still, I'm still negotiating with the people that run it, or that make them.
Yeah.
But, just keep in mind that we need to do something. Even if it, turned out not to meet our expectations, at least we tried. That's the way I look at it.
One thing I was thinking about for the signs was the Calhoun County Community Foundation has their community needs grant open right now. They're accepting applications until March, I think, March 1st.
Well,
Do we think applying for a grant?
sure, apply for anything you can.
So I need in order to apply for that, we need a firm quote for price for digital sign.
Would they potentially cover installation too?
It could be part of the whole grant. And the sign that Denny has, he
Yeah.
chose that has,
That's just a sign, it's not the installation.
there's no, yeah, well, and there's no, the installation of it requires some sort of build out. So do you look at some sort of different digital sign that doesn't require that and the company would deliver it and install it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to be aesthetically appealing.
Right.
You know, so, you know, like what's pictured is there's like brick pillars, which aren't necessarily cheap, but I think it wouldn't be that much to like get a quote on what it would cost. At certain of these places, like number one on the map, pretty sure there's like an electrical box right there, right? So we could potentially just feed into that, and it wouldn't be like we would have to do directional boring to get electric there.
Yeah,
So like where number one is, to me, that'll be ideal place. I don't know about the other locations. I think the biggest expense is gonna be getting electric there more than anything. If we don't already have it close by, it's gonna be difficult to get it there. But I would imagine, you know, if we want to do something like those brick pillars, it would be in the order of thousands, not tens of thousands, to do that. So, you know, I think it's feasible. I just think it's the electric, you know, the electric's gonna be the hardest part of it, I think, if we don't already have it nearby.
Well, and also would need to apply to IDOT to see if they'll even approve anything beyond the one downtown.
yeah, it depends whether it's, my understanding of it is, it depends on whether it's on the right of way that the state has.
If it's
As if it's on
adjacent to
private
the
property.
highway, the IDOT's gonna wanna approve a digital sign.
But private property is different.
But it's
Prices,
adjacent,
yeah.
still adjacent to the highway, and with digital signing, IDOT's gonna wanna
Yeah.
review it and approve it.
Digital and non-digital are different rules too.
Yes. The non-digital, if you've got it far enough off the road, and it's not something that's on Route 30, IDOT will be fine with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If it's
talking
a business
about.
on Route 30, IDOT's gonna make you take it down.
Yeah. Well, we'd work
The only
with them.
signs we have on
And
30
they've
are
given me
Things that are off of Route 30.
they've given me every impression they'd like to, you know, see more, towns do what we're thinking about doing.
'Cause then it would be is go after the community foundation grant for the downtown sign to start with.
Yeah, I was gonna just suggest that.
I'll have to go in and look and see what the pricing limit is
Yeah.
for the grant.
Can we get a quote on installation of this thing?
Well, see, they don't install it, all they do is ship you the sign,
Right.
and you have to get a local installer to install it.
So can we get?
So
a
we'd
quote
have
on that?
to advertise for somebody locally.
Would we need an RFP for that?
I don't know. It's gonna be over $20,000 to build a.
Oh,
I
no,
would-
no,
I
no.
would think not.
No.
If there's
The electrical
electric-
hookup to it would be the contractor we use for electrical usually.
Okay,
Yeah, and if you're
'Cause
gonna
there's
do brick
electricity
pillars,
in
you're
that
gonna have
spot.
to get someone that does masonry.
Right?
yeah.
There's electricity there.
Which spot are you talking about?
By the old, hardware store, where Beth Ainsley used to have it.
Street light.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, there's already electricity in that area.
Do you know what company you got this book from?
Yeah, they're in Tennessee, I think.
Do you remember what the name of it is?
No, I don't have it off the top of my head, no.
Do they have a solar option?
I didn't see any. They may have.
I feel like you would need too much surface area to power it. It's just gonna be on all day.
Josh, I think it's on the back.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have that
have it.
one. Yeah.
TV
Oh.
liquidator, US disturbs our value signs.
There you go. You can pass that to Josh.
Back of mine either.
Oh, yeah, this. Frank, can you pass that to Josh?
Send that down to Josh. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can look into this and see like what more it would be to install it.
Yeah, they could probably give you a rough estimate of what other towns have paid.
I know a mason that works pretty cheap, so maybe we could make that happen for not that much.
So you're gonna look into pricing for install?
Yeah.
And you're gonna contact that company on pricing for the signage?
I'll just look at their website.
Denny's done that, right?
Yeah,
I think they already did that.
yeah, I already got a quote, but you can negotiate
But
it down if you want
We need to
to.
verify the quote because your quote didn't include being able to do it remotely from a computer. That's an additional cost.
Okay.
And we need 2 signs because it's not double-sided, it's single-sided.
Yep.
Another option would be to see where the school ones came from and reach out and see what those are.
I just want to, if we're gonna do something, I want it to look really nice.
Mm.
I
There's
don't
a
wanna put
company
it,
called Stewart Signs too that I've seen around.
Okay. Stewart or Stewart?
Pardon? Stewart Signs, yeah. Stewart and then Signs,
With a T or a D, Stewart.
yes. I would imagine the internet.
Yeah. I'll see if they have prices, but a lot of the times they don't list the price you call them.
Planters?
Okay.
Village planters?
All right.
what do you mean by village planters?
Well, here's the situation. So last year, we had Kim Rotella she used the Kishwaukee College plant sale to get all the plants that for all the planters downtown. There's 16 rectangular planters on Route 30 downtown, and then there's 18 hexagon planters all around town. There's 18, did I say 18? 18, there's 5 at the fire department, 6 at Purdy Park, 2 at the Legion, a couple at the Village Hall. So there's these hexagon planters along with the rectangular planters. So last year she bought all the plants, planted all the plants, and the total bill was $2,900. So right under 3,000 for 370 plants. So, but she said, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not doing this again. And Kishwaukee College is not doing their plant sale. So that was off the table. So I was hoping at a previous meeting, I reported that I contacted Indian Creek horticulture class, the ag classes, and they were going to help us out. They were gonna get the plants and plant all the plants as a club. But because the Kishwaukee College plant sale wasn't happening, they kind of got overwhelmed and backed out. So I contacted Hinckley Big Rock, who has a greenhouse, but we need 400 plants. That's too much for them. They couldn't handle it. I contacted DeKalb High School, who has a greenhouse, And they are thrilled and excited, and they gave me a quote for 560 plants for $2,500. So $400 less for over 100, almost 200 more plants.
Does that include planting them?
No.
Okay.
So here's the exciting, innovative. Jen and I have thought about doing an adopt a planter program. So we put it out to the community, to businesses, clubs, families, and for free. There's no fee involved. We will provide all the plants. We will provide all the soil. They water themselves, or the public works guys go and, you guys water the hexagons around
Try
town?
to.
So putting out the idea that, in front of your business, you can adopt this planter. We'll bring the plants and you plant them, and then you weed them throughout the summer. You get a little sign in there with your business name or family name, or, this plant is adopted or sponsored by so-and-so. My sister is a bit of a, like, she's lived here for a long time and knows almost no one in town. She doesn't go out. But they own Simply Sewer Cleaning. So I proposed the idea to her, and she was like, how much is it gonna cost? And I'm like, nothing. And then you get your business name on the sign in the planter, downtown. And she's like, yeah, but what am I gonna owe? And I'm like, nothing. You're not gonna owe anything. All you gotta do is put in some time and energy and, and upkeep, for the planters. So she was like, I'm in. And let's get 2 next to each other, and we can do one for Simply Sewer Cleaning and one in memory of our dad. So this planter is in memory of Tom Nelson. So for someone who's not a big community, person, she was actually excited. So I think I'm cautiously optimistic that I think we could get some buy-in from the businesses and families, just the people who go on walks. There's so many people that go on walks every day, and they just stop by their planter and weed, or make sure it's watered or whatever, So that is our idea. I believe that we can do all of the plants and get the signage and everything for less than $3,000. So it would be no more expensive than it was last year, and hopefully get a little more community buy-in and, just some,
Save some man hours on public works.
Yes, yeah, because that's the other thing, is that, we have to do something with the planters. They're there, we have to do something with them. So it would fall upon us to fill them if we don't have some help, and if we can get some free help, it would be fun.
And also people then, they own that planter for the season, till the next time it's planted, and they can re-sign up for it, and they can decorate it how they'd like for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring.
Are these plants that we're buying perennial, or do we have to buy them every year?
They would be annuals. It's an interesting idea, though.
The perennials survive in planters.
Right.
They're normally a ground plant.
I don't know.
Perennials are
This is
normally a
outside
ground
of our
plant.
wheelhouse.
Annuals are planter plants. Perennials are ground plants. You can do annuals in the ground too, but you almost always put your perennials in the ground. I don't know what
Because
they'd
to
be out
survive
there.
over the winter, I don't know that.
Is the issue that they freeze, so the perennials will die and not come back.
Right. And the root system for the perennials I think, deep enough that even though the foliage dies, the plant in the ground is still
Right.
alive, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could ask her. She was super nice.
As someone that used to garden a lot and do planters and stuff, I never saw perennials survive planters into the next season.
Can we
And-
move the entire village to Florida?
Right now, it's kinda cold there.
So I guess the reason that we're bringing it up at this meeting is so that we can just, get a proposal, I would get a proposal together to bring to the regular board meeting to get that, $2,900 approved to spend that. And the program too. I think it would be good to bring up at the board meeting.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Well, just keep us advised of the timetable so we don't run too late.
So that's the other reason that we wanted to do that now. So DeKalb High School has ordered all of the plants already, but they have enough because they do a plant sale. So now they've reserved all these plants for us and they won't sell them at the plant sale. And she could accommodate us. So, we were, I think, lucky that she happened to have all these plants already ordered.
Do we need to make a motion to pay for that now, or?
No, just,
No,
are you guys interested in it, that it can go on the regular board meeting agenda for a vote?
Okay. But the other thing about the timeline is that we also wanted to get the Adopt a Planter program, idea
Advertised,
approved so
yeah.
that we can send it in the next utility bill newsletter
April newsletter.
and get it out on Facebook and, all that stuff.
Make a nice write-up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it'd be fun.
We've already cleaned our planters.
And
I want
We
you
might
to
claim
add
another one, but
plants around the 4 signs we got. High school and the cemetery and
do you,
east and west.
the
of
only
town.
thing is that then, do we want, because the adaptive plant, you know what I mean, like, are they gonna have signs?
No, we just need to get the flowers for those
Right,
and hope somebody will plant them.
okay, yeah, that's what I
Don't
thought.
look at me.
It's not a what makes you think I'm looking at you?
It's a weed.
If it's not a corn plant or a bean plant, it's a weed.
That's all I
there's some
know.
pictures of some of those with flowers around them that you can look at.
We can plant corn.
Incorporate.
Why do we
them in
need
the-
flowers?
Okay,
Income.
Yeah.
I still think that, cause it's 560, we use 300, that's 200 plants
Should cover the
extra.
signs,
So I think 200 should cover what, the other places that we need them. And we can plant, the important places first and then do village hall,
Right.
as what's left. And
Denny, she's in charge.
Frank had
I agree, 100%.
Frank had proposed that maybe we could do some red, white, and blue flowers for the 250th celebration,
Yeah.
and she was able to accommodate that too. So,
Yeah, just run with it, just let us know what you need.
okay, sounds good, thank you.
I think that's it.
Anybody got anything else? Oh, we did good on time. Motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
All in favor, say aye.
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 That was good timing.
Yeah, that's exactly what you